Today's episode is brought to you by Bespoke Post. If you're a dude and you're thinking to yourself, man, I would love a bunch of awesome stuff sent to me every month that I kind of get to pick and choose what that awesome stuff is, then they have got something amazing for you. We will talk about that later. Let's jump into this podcast.
Hello, everybody, it's time for Jesse and Crendor.
Jesse and Crendor in the morning.
In the morning. Live. Before our recording studio audience. Recording. Wake your ass up, it's up next Crendor in the morning.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the exciting episode of Jesse and Crendor in the morning.
Hello, everybody. What up? I don't know.
Today, Crendor has been replaced by that blue frog from the early 2000s. Hi, blue frog, or whatever the hell it was called.
Hey, how's it going? What was that frog called? It was like the
I don't know. The something frog. The
crazy frog. Right?
Crazy? Yeah.
Was it crazy frog?
I was going to say scat frog, but I guess he wasn't really scatting. Scat frog is a terrible name.
Well, yeah. But he might play Scatman music. Scatman John.
Maybe. Yeah, he would be like, bing, 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 right? I don't know. I didn't really listen to that shit. I thought it was terrible.
The only reason I knew that is because it's in WoW videos from back then. It's like,
Well, Scatman John?
Yeah.
I love Scatman John. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm talking about Crazy Frog.
oh yeah, Crazy Frog. Crazy Frog origin is 1997 from Sweden.
That sounds about right.
Crazy Frog Axel F, the official video.
No, thank you. There's only one Axel F. That's Axel Foley. Thank you very much. And more importantly, that was also around the time of the hamster dance.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Which I think is far better. The hamster dance was always better.
It was like I
don't think that. I don't think that was it. I don't think that was it
and
at
it's
all.
like, come on, everybody, now here we go. Come on, everybody, it's the hamster dance. That was it.
Well, maybe. Maybe. I'm so old. I remember the hamster dance from when it was just a website, and it was the same song that played over and over and over again. And then they came out with lyrics and stuff, and I was like, nah, I'm out. I'm good. I don't need this anymore.
No, that was the hamster dance.
No, the hamster dance. Yeah. That was the hamster dance.
Yes. Hampton the hamster dance song.
Yeah, and then they added lyrics, so I don't know the version that has lyrics. I just know the I know that because it repeated like 12 million times in my brain.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was it.
I don't know that.
I do know it. I
Sounds
just
like what you're singing is that one.
No, that was, although similar, they made the Venga bus is coming. That was the Venga Boys, right?
Yes, right, because they had a Venga bus.
Yeah, hamster.
For all the Venga boys.
Yeah, the Venga Boys.
For all the different Venga boys, they had a Venga bus.
The Venga Boys was a Dutch Eurodance music group in Rotterdam. Oh, shit, they were probably high as shit. We like to party. We like to party. I remember because they got the Six Flags, right?
Right, the old man that wasn't an old man that made it creepy.
Yeah.
Who could forget?
They had that. They had the boom, like boom, 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 boom. Ba-da-da-da-da.
Right. I don't know if that was that the same band. Was that Venga
Yeah.
Boys? Like, I want you in my
That was
room.
Venga Boys.
Really?
I know that because I looked up Venga Boys and it's
God.
right there.
I hate the Venga Boys, I think. I think I hate them.
Wow, that was 1998.
Yeah, man. We're old now. That's it. That's what happens.
When was I'm Blue?
I'm blue. That had to been 99.
That
Right?
was 98 as well.
All right, there you go.
I remember because I was like 9 years old, and that was the first time I felt like I enjoyed music.
Oh my God.
Does that explain a lot? The first time I enjoyed music
Okay.
was like I'm Blue.
That says a lot about your musical tastes, I'll be honest.
Oh my God, I
It
remember. I listened to it on Radio Disney.
Along with the Hannah Montana soundtrack, I bet.
Hannah Montana wasn't out yet.
Oh my God. See, it all blends together. The other day, I was listening to that Dr. Dre Snoop Dogg song, Next Episode. It was like, hey,
Yeah.
hey, smoke weed. That song.
Yeah.
I realized that song's from 2001, and I thought it was like 2010, maybe 2010. I was like, man, they were still kicking it all those years later. I remember listening to Snoop in the 90s, and then like 2010, it was like 2001. I was like, what?
Yeah,
I was like, oh, hell no. I'm so
was-
old.
Hannah Montana was 2006.
Get the hell no. What was
Get the
on
H-E double hockey sticks right out of here.
what was on Disney in the 90s? Now I got to look it up.
Boy Meets World.
Boy
Doug.
Meets World was in 1999 on the Disney. I thought it was on ABC or whatever.
ABC is owned by Disney, yeah.
I guess, but that's not the Disney Channel. I guess it could have been. They could have had a Boy Meets World song
Yeah.
on Radio Disney, like Boy Meets World, and that's the show. It has a bunch of people that you know.
Yeah, they
guess.
could have had that.
A show called Flash Forward.
Don't remember that.
What was Flash Forward? Who was in Flash Forward? A young Ben Foster. What? A 13-year-old teenager. He faces a life-altering event, but I don't understand what it is. I don't understand what it is, but wow. Flash Forward featured a young Ben Foster and a young Jewel. What is the Jewel State? Jewel State?
What?
You know, the girl from Firefly. You know the girl from Firefly. Lizzie McGuire wasn't until 2001. This is why I
Lizzie
never
McGuire.
watched Lizzie McGuire. These are shows I never watched.
Oh, that makes sense because I was like prime age there because I was like 11, 12.
This was me just starting college.
Oh yeah.
This is me just. This was not in my. That's So Raven. Never watched That's So Raven. Like I know of these shows.
So good.
I know they exist, but
Great show. Let's see. Even Stevens.
Even
That's the one with
Stevens
Shia
was.
LaBeouf.
Even Stevens was 2000. Shia LaBeouf was never on my radar. I didn't know Shia until he did movies.
Huh. Bug Juice.
I don't know Bug Juice.
Bug Juice is like where they like camp. It's like they go camping.
No,
Summer camp.
my version
my
of
God.
camping was Hey Dude.
Hey,
That was
dude.
Nickelodeon's show. Wasn't that Nick's show? You wouldn't know.
Well-
You wouldn't know.
I'm like on the border with some of those shows I would know from your generation. You had more like late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, Disney Channel wasn't big when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Nickelodeon.
I remember I was about to go into high school and I got my braces. Like, did I just get them off or on? No, I just got them on. I had my spacers in. I was watching Bug Juice and I was like, man, I have to start high school tomorrow and I don't know anyone and this is like the worst. And I was like, this is the next step in my life. And I remember just watching Bug Juice on Disney.
We had no Bug Juice. I had all that.
Oh yeah, all that.
Kenan and Kel.
Yeah, I watched Keenan and Kel.
Rugrats.
Yeah, watch Rugrats.
Rocco's Modern Life.
Yeah, love Rocko's Modern Life.
Hey
Ren and
Arnold.
Stimpy.
Clarissa
Hey, Arnold.
Explains It All. Clarissa Explains It All was great. That show was lovely. Doug. Doug was good.
Oh yeah, Doug.
Are You Afraid of the Dark was one of Ren and Stimpy.
Oh, yeah.
See, I feel like I had a better childhood than you, but I'm just,
I watched those shows too.
Real Monsters. Yeah, but like then you had to deal with Hannah Montana and shit, and that's garbage.
I did.
The Adventures of
Hannah
Pete
Montana
and
was
Pete. The Adventures of Pete and Pete was a great
I
show.
don't remember Pete and Pete.
Oh my God, Pete and Pete was a great show. Salute Your Shorts. That was my camping show.
Oh my God! You remember the Legends of the Hidden Temple?
Hell yes, the purple parrots or whatever they were called.
The Green Barracudas.
The Silver Snakes. Yeah, absolutely. Apparently, there's a Star Wars version of the Hidden Temple out right now on YouTube. What? I'm not saying we should do reaction videos to it, but what if we did reaction videos to it? Because apparently it's on YouTube, and it is literally Legends of the Hidden Temple, but Star Wars.
What?
And it's like little kids trying to put lightsabers together and shit. I am very interested. I'm trying to remember what else we had. I didn't watch The Amanda Show because I was never really like Also, that was 1999. I was like,
I watched the Amanda Show.
Animorphs.
Yes,
I remember watching like a few episodes of Animorphs.
You watched Figure It Out?
I don't remember Figure It Out. I don't think I did.
That was with Summer Sanders and people got slimed.
I watched the original People Got Slimed one. You Can't Do That on Television. Was that the name of it?
I don't remember.
Hold on. You Can't. Yeah, You Can't Do That on Television was the show. You Can't Do That on Television was. What does it say? 1979. That's not
1979.
I wasn't even alive. The final episode air date was 1990. So yeah, I definitely watched it when I was a kid. So it existed, but it ended in 1990. But You Can't Do That on Television was the show where they'd like slime each other, and then they'd open the lockers and they'd be like, "Hey, Crendor, yes, Jesse," and they'd do like a joke, and then one of them would get slimed. It was a terribly dumb show, but I loved it.
Oh my god, I remember on All That they brought on Britney Spears' sister Jamie Lynn Spears, and she was like my celebrity crush for like a year.
I can see that. See, you were crushing on the sister while I was like, that Britney. I bet nothing could possibly go wrong with her. She's a perfect angel. She definitely isn't going to be driven crazy by the media and her family.
I remember I liked her because I also liked one of the God, what were they? The Olsen twins.
The Olsen twins always creep me out because here's the problem. I grew up with the Olsen twins. I grew up with the Olsen twins when they were like, cool, dude. They were like kids. And so I watched them grow, and I'm like, I don't like the way these kids are. Like, I don't know. There's something about them that I was like, I don't like the Olsen twins. I liked them better when they were one person.
They like combine to make one super Olsen.
When they were on Full House, there was only the one kid, and they both played the girl.
Yeah. When was Full House?
And so I just, in my mind, I didn't know they were twins until much later. And then when I found out, I was like, oh, I don't like that.
The show's our age because Full House was like 87 and 95. I wasn't even alive for 2 of those years.
Well, I mean, you missed out.
And
you
then
missed out.
I remember they made what was this? What's that show they made?
Family Matters with Steve Urkel, the best show ever.
So Little Time. That's what it was. So this was like 2001 or 2, and I remember because
I definitely don't know this show.
they were like cool high school girls, and I was like 10-year-old or 11-year-old Crendor, and I was like, wow, these girls are awesome. That was another crush I had.
Never had that thought.
11-year-old Crendor did. I remember I legit remember thinking I was like talking to Jamie Lynn Spears on AIM. It was probably some like 50-year-old dude. It was like weird. But I was like,
what are you admitting to right now? That you got catfished by an old man when you were 11?
I didn't get catfished.
You definitely got catfished. You're telling me that you actually talked to Jamie Lynn Spears?
I don't know at this point. It could have happened. All I know is they never talked to me again.
You're right. You're right. We can't prove that it wasn't Jamie Lynn Spears. You're totally right.
And I remember being like, hey, tell your All That cast that they're pretty cool. I said that to them. Maybe they took it the wrong way.
Oh, my God.
I'm just saying, this is all the kids were like in the Britney Spears, but then I was like, no, this girl's like my age. I like her more.
Sure. Look, I get it. I get it.
Yeah. I don't know. I had some weird ass celebrity crushes thinking back to it.
Oh, what was your weirdest celebrity crush? I know what mine is, but I don't think it's weird. I just know that it's out of all of my celebrity crushes, it's the weirdest.
Who?
Mariska Hargitay.
What
the lady from Law and Order Special Victims Unit. I am in love with her. In love with her. Oh. That's fine. Take some time to look her up. I know what's going on. I love Mariska Hargitay.
Wait. All right. So, like, when did you develop this crush for Mariska Hargitay?
Years ago. I don't know when it happened. I just know that I definitely have a thing for Mariska Hargitay. Younger Mariska Hargitay, older Mariska Hargitay, does not matter what year that Hargitay is. I am in love with it. I'm crushing on Mariska Hargitay.
She's 56 years old.
I'm in. I'm super in. I would love to date Mariska Hargitay.
I had a crush on Lindsay Lohan. Like Mean Girls, I think was that like when her like most popular movie? Like that?
I think so.
Was that like after that?
Or
she started
Herbie the
going
Love
crazy?
Bug.
When was Mean
Or
Girls?
what was it?
2004?
The Parent Trap or something like that?
Mean Girls was 2004.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Oh my God. These are so old.
It turns out that most of the things we love are like 15, 20 years old. Like, oh, cool. That was 20 years ago.
Man, that's like legit like 20 years ago. And then if you include this year is like 5 years. So that's practically like 25 years ago.
I'm very, very aware. I am very aware of it.
Yeah, Hannah Montana was like, that was like when I stopped watching the Disney Channel. I was like, I'm getting too old for this. I think everybody has that moment where you're like, yeah, I'm getting too old for the Disney Channel. The plots just start being dumber. You start being like, I don't get what's going on, or like, I don't care about what's going on. You know what the weird part is? Is like you look back on all those shows and then you realize that the shows that you liked probably weren't that good.
Oh, no, I loved that show, Hey Dude. That show sucks. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Salute Your Shorts. Like the one that was the spooky stories show, that thing sucked. That was the R.L. Stein one.
Goosebumps.
Goosebumps is terrible. Like they're all bad. They're all bad. Doesn't matter. As a kid, you're like, this is great.
Yeah, because then like all the kids, I remember the kids after me, they would be like, oh man, do you remember Hannah Montana? And like, God, what was that one with the one that had that singer in it? Ariana Grande.
Oh, I don't know that one.
She was in like a show, and then like some of the iCarly and shit. They'd be like, "Oh man, you remember those shows?" And I'm like, "No, those were bad."
Yeah, no, I don't know those
that.
shows that whole like Selena and Selena Gomez and
the Wizards of Waverly Place.
Yeah, I didn't watch any of that stuff. I just know they all came from Disney.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's all part of the Disney factory.
Mega corporation, corporate conglomerate. Yeah.
It's I don't know. So it's when you go back and watch those shows, you realize like, oh, when I watched this at the time as a kid, it was great. But would you have watched like any of these shows in any year and been like, man, that was great, and then grown up and been like, all right, those shows are bad? You know?
Here's the thing: when I was in 8th grade, we all watched Power Rangers, like the old school Power Rangers. And there is no way you can tell me that that's good content.
No.
There's no way you can tell me that that was good. We just were in it. We were in the moment. We loved it. We thought it was so neat. It was, even when we knew it was dumb, we enjoyed how silly it was. Didn't matter. We loved it. We ate that crap up. Didn't matter. It was super fun.
That's where Pasta La Pizza came from.
from Power Rangers?
Yeah. It was from the what do you call it? The two guys that are like the crony guys.
Bulk and Skull or whatever their names were?
Yeah, them. And then they were like, "Oh my God, what are you doing?" He's like, "Pasta La Pizza." And I only remember
that sounds about right.
Because it was on Twitch. They went back and showed all the old like Power Rangers episodes, and me and G-Mart watched like 2 seasons of it. That's great.
That sounds right. Pasta La Pizza. My favorite part is they made Bulk and Skull over the course of that show. It was like, these guys are terrible people, and by the end they're like, we're the heroes. It's so weird. They save a town in the movie.
Oh yeah, that's right. They did save the town.
They save the town. They go from being like the bad guys who get beat up every episode to saving a town. It's like, okay, sure.
Wasn't that the movie with the Ivan Ooze guy?
Yeah, Ivan Ooze, who for some reason is an incredibly compelling character. He shouldn't be. He shouldn't be. The man's name is Ivan Ooze, but still, I was like, I think I love this.
Yeah. No, he's a great villain.
The whole show is so dumb. It doesn't make any sense. Doesn't matter. Loved it. Going back, I can't watch one episode. I'm like, this is terrible.
Oh yeah, no. The only way I was watching it was we were just making fun of it and everything.
Sure. Yeah. There's no substitute for hindsight and memory. That's where the good shows are. That's where the fun stuff is in your memory.
In my mind. Can't take away my great childhood memory.
I made up half of them. Yeah. Half of them are barely remembering them. That's why I love them.
Like even actually, I did go back and watch like some Hey Arnold episodes. They're pretty good. I still enjoyed Hey Arnold.
Yeah, there's a lot of like some of the cartoons. If you go back and watch like Animaniacs, you realize like, oh my god, these are really meant for adults.
Yeah, like, or Rocko's Modern Life. That stuff got a bunch of stuff in it. Rocko's Modern Life. I actually loved Rocko's Modern Life. I drew comic books of Rocko's Modern Life.
I liked the Big Heads. They were my favorite.
Yeah, the Big Heads. I love the Big Heads.
Yeah, that's one of the voices I learned to do. Or like, oh, Rocko.
Oh, Rocko.
What are you doing, Rocko? Yeah. Those are great. I love those. I love those characters.
I just love Filbert the turtle. He's just like, turn the page, wash your hands. Turn the page, wash your hands.
You did love that character. I can tell. You did. Yeah. You saw that character was like, now that's a person I want to emulate.
Or that was me.
And you saw yourself for the first time on TV. You're like,
jeez. I was also the kid who was very much like that, right? So like I remember one time I was like out with my cousins. They're just like, what if we hit bugs with a baseball bat? And I was like, I don't know, guys. This doesn't seem like a good idea. And then I would just stand back and they would like swing. And I remember he like hit him in the back of the leg and he's like, ah! And they had to like go inside. And I was like, it wasn't a good idea.
See, I was probably one of the guys involved with, I was always the guy getting hit.
That doesn't surprise me.
Every time I'd be like, yeah, this sounds like a great idea. And then I just get hit with something. When I was younger, let's see. I think I have major brain damage. Just a heads up. Just in case anyone is. When I was younger, I jumped off a swing and got a stick stuck in my head.
What?
We were all jumping off swings. I got a stick. Like, it was in a playground, and instead of gravel, it was like sticks, like wood chips. And I jumped and landed head first, and there's a mark on my forehead where the stick got stuck. You can look at it to this day.
How deep did that stick go?
I don't know. Not into my brain. It just like went into went into my skin and like stuck there. But I had I was a unicorn for a hot minute.
All right.
And then I was playing golf with one of my friends. I think his name was Jason when we were younger. And he was like, this is when I lived in Virginia. So Jason was all like, all right, so this is what we're going to do. I'm going to get my dad's golf club. We're going to go play golf. And so I put the tee down and the ball in the tee, and he swung and he hit me in the head. And I have two marks, one right in the middle of my head from where I jumped into the thing, and then one on the side of my head, and it looks like a scar kind of.
So like a metal bat?
With a literal golf club, a literal metal golf club hit me with it right in the head. My parents were they tell me to this day they were so concerned I was going to die as a child. Like one time my friends and I went and rode our bikes and we saw that there was like a jump. And so we went on this jump and it jumped into a mud pit, like a giant mud pit. And who knows what was in that mud pit? Could have been anything. We could have all died. But we took our bikes and rode it off a cliff into mud pit.
That is
just cause.
That, huh?
Yeah. It wasn't until later I was like, maybe I should stop doing this stuff. When I was younger, I was trouble. Although, admittedly, I'm still kind of trouble. When I was in Hawaii with my parents for their anniversary, we went to like a forest area and there were some waterfalls. And I was like, come on, guys, this will be easy. My parents gave me this look like, are you crazy? We will die if we go that way. I'm like, no, come on. Come on, let's go. You want to see the waterfall, don't you? Let's come. Just climb down this cliff with me and let's walk across these branches and then it'll be fine. And they were like, we can see from up here. I'm like, all right.
No, I'd be with them. Be like, you crazy? Not doing that.
I want to get the picture. I thought it'd be a good picture. And they're like, no, we'll take the picture from up here. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, no, that was not me.
Yeah, I should learn not to do that. But I'm like, if I'm here, I might as well see stuff. Normally, I don't even get to there, right? I have a 2-step process. Do I want to go to there, wherever there is? Well, yes or no. Most of the time, no. But if I do end up there, I'm going to do everything.
Right.
That's how I operate.
Oh, here's how my brain operates. Is that thing dangerous? Yes. All right, let's not do it. Okay.
I guess there's a risk reward, right? Is that thing dangerous? Because sometimes what you see as dangerous, other people might not see as dangerous.
That is true. Some people are like, yo, let's go bungee jumping. And I'm like, no. I'm not a big adrenaline junkie. Right? Some people are like, I need to like fly. I need like to ride my bike off a mountain and like do a flip and get on the other side. I need to go bungee jumping. Like, do that. I'm like, no, I just, I like painting Warhammer. I like taking walks. That's fun.
I do things for the right persuasion. Like, if I was like really, let's say I met the perfect woman for me, obviously.
Right.
And she was like, hey, if you bungee jump off this thing, I'll take you back to the hotel room and destroy you. I'd be like, I don't even need a fucking rope. Let's go right now. Let's do this. Let's go. That's, yeah. If I had the right motivation, I'd do anything.
All right.
As long as it doesn't hurt other people. I definitely have a hard limit of like, this. I'm not going to like, this isn't me saying to people out there like, do you need someone offed? Because I'll off it for you for the right price. No, it's not. As long as it doesn't affect others, I will do whatever. I'm fine.
Right. Now I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Thank you.
No problem. I'm just saying that's not me at all.
Right.
I was also thinking of PBS shows. You watch PBS shows?
Yeah, but the PBS shows I watched were like Inspector Poirot and
what?
You know what else? The one show that I do, the last kids show that I watched on PBS was Zoom.
Oh my God, Zoom!
Send it to Zoom.
Yeah, like come on and Zoom, Zoom.
Yeah, Zoom was YouTube before YouTube was YouTube.
Yeah, Zoom was great. And then they'd be like, ask your parent before using scissors. And I'm like, haha, I can use scissors. I'm like, I cut myself.
Yeah. My favorite ones were the ones where they would like cook. They'd like bake stuff.
Yeah.
I remember Zoom would come on when I watched it when I was younger, but it was still on the air when I was in college. And I remember getting in from a night of drinking and like laying in bed and watching Zoom till I fell asleep. Because there was something like comforting about it because I knew what it was, and I'd be like, and then there would just be like a kid trying to like bake a
zucchini bread or something.
Yeah, like something really dumb that you definitely are not baking. And they'd be like, yeah, so then you take your apples and you make them look like this dragon, and you put peanut butter and raisins on them. And I was like, yeah, peanut butter.
You're going back to that
apples.
like childhood nostalgic comfort of like, yeah. Things were okay.
Same thing with
okay.
Late at night when I'd come home in college and I'd just like lay in my dorm room with my already passed out roommate, Jeremy, and I would watch like Ron Popeil or late night infomercials. Like
Ron
Slap
Popeil?
Chop.
What's a Ron Pope meal?
Ron Popeil, yeah? Isn't that his name?
I don't know.
Ron Popeil was the guy who'd be like, set it and forget it. He had the oven, he had the like rotisserie, the Ron Popeil rotisserie, and the infomercial is he'd stick a turkey or some crap in there, and he'd be like, set it and forget it. And the whole crowd would be like, forget it.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
I know him. Okay, yeah, I've seen him.
Yeah, I'd watch those infomercials, and I'd be always entertained. Also very drunk, but I'd be like entertained.
Or Billy Mays. Billy Mays.
Man, yeah. Billy Mays here. Yes, absolutely.
Dude, I bought
saw, like,
orange clean, whatever the shit that was, when I was like 14, and I was like, I'm gonna clean with this. That's the type of person I was.
That is really sad.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm gonna clean with this.
I was so
You got
excited to
suckered in,
use
man.
OxyClean, that's what it was.
OxyClean, the other day when I was at the grocery store, they didn't have any back when I say
Yeah.
other day like it was yesterday, but when this COVID stuff started, the only laundry detergent they had was with OxyClean. And I was like, all right, I'm getting it. I don't know what it did, but like, all right, it worked. It did its thing.
I didn't realize it was still around.
Yeah, it was like Tide with OxyClean.
Huh.
I was like, okay, sure, all right.
I watched Mr. Rogers' Sesame Street.
Mr. Rogers was the
That's
goat.
that's
goat.
That's a staple.
Yeah.
I remember I watched Barney. I was like kindergarten.
I think we watched Barney. I don't know how old I was, but I remember we watched it ironically. But here's the thing. I feel like we were in 6th or 7th grade at the time. And I feel like while we said we watched it ironically, secretly we loved it.
Oh yeah, one of those shows.
Right? Like we'd go to school and be like, "Did you guys see Barney yesterday?" But then you go home and be like, "Can't wait for Barney." Right?
I'm gonna watch this dumb show. Man, that show was so fun but so stupid. Hey guys,
What a
did you
dumb
watch that
show as I
dumb-
eat my cereal. Like, what are we going to sing about today, Barney? I love you.
Oh my god, Lamb Chop. Did you watch Lamb Chop?
I watched Lamb Chop. Lamb Chop is from when I was a kid. I watched Lamb Chop like crazy.
Yeah, Lamb Chop was great. Mm-hmm. I remember. Oh my god, I remember going to the library and getting a Lamb Chop VHS tape.
I remember just singing the song that never ends over and over and over again to annoy people.
Oh yeah, is it from Lamb Chop or did they just put it in
Yeah,
Lamb
that's
Chop?
what they would sing at the end.
Huh. I didn't know that.
Some people started singing and not knowing what it was. Yeah, that whole thing. I would sing that until people went crazy. It was great.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, it was a lovely song.
The Magic School Bus.
Magic School Bus, great show.
Great show.
That teacher, oh my god. See, maybe I'm gonna change my crush to her.
Miss Frizzle.
Oh yeah, she could get it. Oh my god, she was like super fun. She wanted to explore and experiment. She was like a sexy redhead. She was everything I wanted. She was perfect.
And Arnold's like, oh god, guys, that's me, Arnold.
I don't think we should go here, guys. Like, shut up, Arnold.
Actually, I probably was Arnold. That probably was me. Wishbone. I remember Wishbone.
What was
Arthur.
Wishbone? Arthur, I remember. What was Wishbone?
The dog.
Was he the big red dog? Who was the big
That was
red dog?
Clifford.
All right, I remember Clifford. I don't remember
Yeah,
Wishbone.
Wishbone was like an actual dog.
No, don't
No.
remember Wishbone.
Let's see. Looking through her. Oh my god. How can you forget Dragon Tales?
Dragon Tales? I hated Dragon Tales. Dragon Tales. I hated Dragon Tales.
So the other year, G Mart was here, and we were like, "You want to watch Dragon Tales?"
You should have said no. You should have been like, "Nah, I'm good."
No, this was a mutual decision of like, yeah, let's check out Dragon Tales. So I was like, dude, I remember I was like 11 or 12 years old. I love Dragon Tales. And then we watched it, and I was like, dude, that kind of sucked. There was an episode where like they were talking about how it's okay to make mistakes, and they'd be like, I need you to get the blueberries, and they'd get red berries, and he'd be like, that's okay, mistakes are okay. And then I was like, dude, sometimes mistakes aren't okay though. Like if you're a doctor and you make a mistake, that's not good.
I will simply say that while you were watching that garbage, I was watching the far superior Gullah Gullah Island.
Oh
that
my God.
was the shit.
I love
Gullah
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 Island
Island.
was the show.
Yeah, I love that. As let's play together. It
was the frog guy. Yes.
Gullah Gullah
Gullah Gullah Island. Yes.
Yeah.
And it was the little frog. For some reason, this normal family and their like giant frog friend. You know, their giant tadpole named Pollywog, or whatever his name was.
Yeah.
And you're just like, this doesn't seem weird to you? And they're like, no, on Gullah Gullah Island, everyone is welcome. And you're like, all right. Hell yes, okay then.
Yeah. No, that was,
I'm not saying Gullah Gullah Island made me the person I am today, but I love Gullah Gullah Island.
Oh my God. You remember Liberty Kids? I guess you'd be too old
I
for
do
that.
remember Liberty Kids.
Oh.
What year did Liberty Kids come out? I remember
2002.
that. Liberty Kids, 2002?
Yeah.
How do I know that show then?
I mean, you love history, so you probably
I do love history.
I remember
I
I'd
was about to
watch
say,
it
how do I
before
know
school.
that show?
I don't know.
Yeah, I guess I must have it must have been on PBS, right? Yeah,
Yes.
PBS.
I remember because I'd
Original
watch it
release,
before school.
1 year.
Was it just a year? That show
It
taught me
had
more about
40
history
episodes,
than...
though. 40 episodes.
Oh my God. Yeah, and they're like friends with all the like Ben Franklin and all those people, and they're just like doo 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 doo, and then
Yeah,
they'd
they
like
were
show you
Liberty's
that.
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how I would have known about this show. I clearly haven't seen every episode, but I know that I've watched it before.
Right.
Huh. I don't know. The things you do when it's like a Saturday in college. I was like, I'm going to watch this show.
That's no, it makes sense. You're like a history guy, and then they'd like teach you history stuff. So I'd be like, wow, I learned more about history today from Liberty's Kids than I did going to school.
The series spans 16 years. Technically, Liberty's kids were like Liberty's adults by the end? How does that work?
Oh yeah, didn't they?
The show spans from 16 years from the Boston Tea Party in 1773 to the ratification of the U.S. Constitution in 1789. Although it says no main characters appear to age much. Wait, except for Dr. Franklin? Wait, they got to do Ben? They got to do Ben wrong like that? Man, that
Ben
sucks.
Franklin ages and everyone gets to stay the same.
Everyone else stays the same, but Ben is like, oh, shit, the ravages of time. Liberty's kids, vampires. Liberty's vampires.
Liberty's vampires.
Whoa. Sylvester, all right, celebrity voices. Walter Cronkite was Ben Franklin. Sylvester Stallone was Paul Revere. What? Ben Stiller was Thomas Jefferson. Billy Crystal was John Adams. Annette Bening was Abigail. Dustin Hoffman was Benedict Arnold. Arnold Schwarzenegger was Baron von Steuben.
What?
Liam Neeson was John Paul Jones. Whoopi Goldberg was Deborah Sampson. What the hell? What was this? What was this show? This show might have been the best damn show ever produced.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know how many, or there's that many famous people in this.
I mean, you know what? There are 40 episodes. I mean, I don't think anyone watched 40 episodes.
Yeah, I don't think I did.
What the theme song was produced by the theme song Through My Own Eyes was Aaron Carter.
Oh yeah, Aaron Carter. Oh my God.
American rapper. I love his wiki page. American rapper, singer, songwriter, actor, dancer, record producer.
Didn't he go to jail?
He did a lot of things. Legal troubles is one of the first thing that pops up when you look at Aaron Carter.
Yeah,
2008, 2017, and 2019. Aaron Carter.
His annual legal troubles.
And then you scroll down far enough and it says controversies.
Oh yeah, he made Aaron's
Whoa!
party.
Hold on. Update.
Okay.
In March 2020, Carter set up an OnlyFans account, which is a popular adult. It's popular in the adult entertainment industry. Carter began charging $50 to $100 per nude photo. Oh no!
What? Aaron Carter's so desperate he made OnlyFans.
Oh no, Aaron. Here's the thing. I don't so much care that Aaron Carter made an OnlyFans account to charge people to see his dong. What I do care about is we went here from Liberty's Kids.
That is true. How are we? That's a
We
weird,
went here from Liberty's Kids, and I was like,
weird
what's
pack.
Aaron Carter up to? And it's like, he showed his dick on the internet.
What do you know? Oh my God, Aaron Carter dated Hillary Duff, Lindsay Lohan, and some other person I haven't heard of.
There was a time period in the early 2000s where everyone was like, man, that Aaron Carter, I wish I could be like him. Not me, but a lot of people tried.
Yeah. And now it's quite the opposite.
Yeah, well, You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that certainly was an adventure that we took. Speaking of adventures that you can take, why not take one with bespoke posts? If you're like me, 90% of what you get in the mail is just, it is like not fun. It's coupons, right? Those damn coupon books.
Yeah.
And bills, and now political flyers, and all sorts of things you don't want in your mail. But what if once a month you got something you did want? You had a reason to be stoked to go to your mailbox and get a bespoke post box of awesome. Bespoke Post sends, guys, only the best stuff every month. So no matter what you're into, Box of Awesome has got you covered. From style and grooming goods to barware to cooking tools to outdoor gear, Box of Awesome is something that you log in and you see all these things and you can select sort of what your vibe is, right? So I know that Crendor and I did this. And Crendor, what was your Box of Awesome? What did you choose?
I got the one with dice in it because I like dice.
Okay. Okay. That's it's very specific. I guess I could say the same thing. I got the one with CBD products because I like CBD products.
Oh, yeah.
If we're going to make it simple, I can tell you exactly why I got it. To get started, all you got to do is take the quiz on boxofawesome.com. Your answers will help you pick the right boxes of awesome for you. They are a mix of all sorts of different things. Like if you are super into grilling, they have a box that is like perfect for the grill master. But if you're like, I like the product of grilling, right? If you're like, I don't want to actually grill the thing, but I like the product, they have someone who's like, I like the meats, right? They have that too. They release new boxes every month across a ton of different categories. It's free to sign up, and you can skip a month and cancel at any time if you want. You can just get the boxes that you want. Each box only costs $45, but has over $70 worth of gear inside. Right now, you can get 20% off your first monthly box when you sign up at boxofawesome.com and enter the code COX at checkout. That's boxofawesome.com, code COX for 20% off your first box, so you can try it out and see if you love it yourself. Go right now, boxofawesome.com, promo code COX at checkout. All right, Crendor, let's go to chapter episode. I don't even know what I just said. In the sky.
Hey, how's it going? That may have been one of the weirdest transitions from the normal segment I've ever seen. Even I'm thrown off at this point. There's cars, there's boats, there's automobiles, there's traffic, there's helicopters, there's airplanes. I was trying to turn that into a rhyme, and it did not rhyme whatsoever, and now I'm just kind of stuck here. Back to you.
Thanks, Crendor. Now let's go over to Crendor at the weather desk. How's that weather?
Weather time. Let's all go.
Weather time.
According to weather.com, only a thin slice of the U.S. to have typical July temperatures. It's going to be hotter than usual for most places. It's actually be colder in down south in like southern Louisiana, parts of Texas, that area.
Can I tell you something? I'm going to put this out right now. If you're listening, you made it this far in the episode, and you're like, it's going to be so hot this week. Still wear a mask, damn it.
Yes.
I don't care how hot it is there. I live in LA. I have a beard and glasses, and I'm fat, and I still wear a mask. You can do it too. It doesn't matter. Wear it for everyone but yourself. That's the whole point.
My state, you have to wear a mask.
Well, not even that. Like people who are like purposefully ignorant.
Yes.
Like that's like ignorance. Get out of here. There's no excuse.
Yeah. Speaking of ignorance, let's go to ignorance.
Yes. I know there's not an ignorance location. So what is it going to be?
Ignol Cher France.
I am willing to bet that is not how that's pronounced.
Ignol Cher France. Let's do a whoppy.
Lafayette abandoning Knoll, Sheriff, France. 60 degrees Fahrenheit, showers in the vicinity. 70% chance of rain through 4 a.m. Tonight, high 71, low 52, humidity 96%, pressure 30.01, visibility 4 miles, wind 6 miles per hour, dew point 59 degrees, UV index 0, moon phase, waxing gibbous. Daily forecast 71 degrees, rain, Tuesday 77 degrees, Wednesday 80
Waxing
degrees,
gibbous.
Thursday 72 degrees, 30% chance rain, Friday 74 degrees.
Waxing gibbous.
Waxing gibbous.
Waxing gibbous sounds like a great Dungeons and Dragons character name. like a
Wax
bard.
and Gibbous,
It's me, Waxing gibbous.
Waxing gibbous.
I'm here to sing a song for you, my lord. Yeah.
That's the weather.
All right, let's go to sports.
Sports. Big news story today is that the New England Patriots have signed Cam Newton to a 1-year deal.
I heard
so
that.
it's-
Does that matter all, though?
I mean, he'll probably be their quarterback.
Yeah, but, like, is that good for them?
They're probably not going to win. No. So it gives them an opportunity to play and whatever. So, I mean, it's better than whatever else they had.
I mean, you're right, I guess.
Yeah. And then baseball's supposed to be starting up in like a couple weeks or something. Then everything else is still going, even though it looks like some players have been testing positive with the coronavirus, and I don't know. It's weird because it's like I don't know how they're gonna do it.
It doesn't seem like it can be done safely. Like, if it could be done in a way where people could do it safely, yes, bring everything back that you can. But it doesn't. Every time we try to bring something back to normal, everything just gets worse.
I don't know, man. It's gonna happen though. We're gonna see how it's gonna go.
Will they pump in fake crowd noise?
They have said they will pump in fake crowd noise, but a lot of people are like, I'd rather just have it not have any crowd noise. I'd honestly rather just have there be like no crowd noise and just hear like the gym sounds, like basketball, hear like the like the shoe squeaks and like whoosh, and like all the players yelling and stuff.
Then you can see, like, mic up the players. Let's get wild.
Yeah,
Do it like the XFL.
yeah, screw it. Just mic the players up and see what happens.
Yeah, mic the players up. Tell them it's just like XFL rules. No censors. You're allowed to swear. It's the post-apocalypse now. We're in COVID. You can swear up and down the field. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, and that's sports.
All right, Crendor, what is our big news story of the day?
Big news story of the day. Someone sent this to me, and it's a couple years old, but all right, I'm just gonna read it. So the two. So
Like, you're like, there's a lot of reasons I shouldn't, but I'm just gonna read it.
So back in 2017, the Tuolumne County Sheriff Department said, "Do you know this man? 25-year-old wanted man Robert Kendale Smith ran from a residence on Allison Way Tuesday afternoon when the high-risk probation team was serving a warrant for Brighton Branstead Curry. While fleeing, Smith threw a backpack at probation officer Mora, which contained over 23 grams of heroin and hypodermic needles. The high-risk probation team was at the home Tuesday afternoon to contact Branstead Curry, who is on pre-trial ankle monitor for pending charges. He let his ankle monitor battery die, which is violation of the monitoring program. 25-year-old Brighton Branstead Curry was arrested on 2 warrants for vehicle theft, drug paraphernalia, carrying a concealed dirk or dagger, along with possession of methamphetamine and hypodermic needles. 37-year-old Dean Muncie Jr. was also at the home and arrested 2 warrants for grand theft, failing to appear and delaying justice after being found hiding in the mobile home and refusing to come out.
What the hell is this story? What?
Just wait. Robert Kendale Smith, a.k.a. Kirby, is wanted for possession of heroin for sale, possession of drug paraphernalia, resisting arrest, evading violation of probation, and several vehicle code violations. He is 5'2", 130 with brown hair, green eyes. So they posted that on Facebook, and everyone's just like, all right, whatever. And then, if you scroll into the Facebook comments, Kirby Smith himself replied, "Hello, Tuolumne County and Tuolumne County Sheriff's team. Can you, the letter U, please run a check on that black tar, because I am pretty sure it's melted coffee beans. And they were not for sale, and never threw no backpack, and how come you gotta leave out the part where I jumped off the roof that was like 30 feet and grabbed a tree branch and swung to freedom? Just saying, no disrespect."
Kirby got him.
Then they said, "Kirby, turn yourself in and take care of your outstanding warrants so you do not have more added on." And I
was wondering where this story was going, and now I definitely know this is amazing.
Yeah, and I don't know if Kirby turned himself in, but here's the actual message, so you can read. Can you read that?
Oh my God, you were right. That is very hard to read.
Yeah, it looks kind of like he was texting it to him.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it was either that or very quickly typed out.
Also, I take it the black tar, it means heroin.
Yes,
and then,
definitely black tar heroin. Although he's saying it was melted coffee beans, which is like, yeah. I don't think I've ever seen melted coffee beans.
Yeah, I don't think I have either.
Now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever seen a melted coffee bean.
Can you melt coffee beans?
Do you think melted coffee beans is another name for black tar heroin? Is that like a thing that's...
I don't...
melted coffee beans.
Yeah, I don't know.
Melted coffee beans. I'm looking them up right now. There's chocolate-covered espresso beans.
Yeah, I see that, but I don't see actual... I see like crushed beans, because that's just coffee.
Right, because you can't...
I don't think you can melt a coffee bean.
I don't think there's a melting point of coffee beans. You can burn them. They can catch on fire, but I don't think that's melted coffee beans. I don't think that's how that works.
Also, the ending part of this, I jumped off the roof that was like 30 feet and grabbed a tree branch and swung to freedom.
I mean, that's the best part. Because what's great about it is he says, he's like, how come you got to leave out the part where I jumped off the roof that was like 30 feet, grabbed onto a tree branch, swung to freedom? Just saying, comma, no disrespect. No disrespect, but you guys left out the best part of the story. Here's the thing. I get Kirby. I get Kirby Smith. I get him. He did all that work to escape the police, and they left out the coolest part.
Yeah. It does look like he did get arrested.
Oh, yes. Kirby definitely got arrested.
Yeah.
They traced his IP like a dummy, and they got his ass.
He just needed more branches to swing to freedom with.
If he just had, he's like Spider-Man. If he doesn't have a branch, he's running. Yeah. He's got nothing to swing to.
Just picture like constantly jumping off of buildings to tree branches, like from building to building, holding his melted coffee beans.
Yeah, but if he's out in the countryside, he's got nothing.
And then somewhere, there's somebody that's like, man, if only I had some melted coffee beans. And then he shows up with a bag, just throws it at him and swings away. And they're like, wow, that really was the Kirby Smith.
Unless he means melted chocolate coffee beans. It's the only thing I can think of, because melted coffee beans does not make sense. You have to ground it, then put it in something that could melt.
Mm-hmm. I don't think that's what he's talking about.
It's definitely heroin. He is definitely 100% talking about heroin.
Yeah. No, he definitely is.
Well, now we learned something today, that's for sure.
We sure did.
All right, Crendor. Let's go and do whatever it is we do. We'll get out of here. Hit us with the socials.
We've got youtube.com/Cox and Crendor podcast. That's where all these podcasts are uploaded. There's youtube.com/Cox and Crendor. That's where all the animations are. There's SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify. Just search Cox and Crendor. You'll find us there. Also, follow us on our other things. YouTube.com/Jesse Cox, YouTube.com/Crendor, Twitter.com/Jesse Cox, Twitter.com/Crendor, Twitch.tv/Jesse Cox, Twitch.tv/Crendor, Facebook.com/Jesse Cox, Facebook.com/Crendor, Instagram.com/Notorious Cox, Instagram.com/Crendor was taken. YouTube.com/Warhammer Crendor if you want to hear me play Warhammer. And I think that's it.
All right, that's it for us. We will see you all next time with another episode. And as always, to be continued.